Hello, everybody. My name is Valarie Hopkins. I'm going to be doing a meditation with you guys today. I found meditation many years ago, about 20 years ago. I grew up a really sensitive kid, and I always felt like everything was always so intense and so crazy in this world. And I was just trying to find a way to find a space that's not so crazy, not so hectic in this strange world. I had a friend many years ago in high school who was into Buddhist meditation, gave me this great book on meditation. So meditation is always just a way to recenter and get away from everything. And I also use meditation for special, like, sacred spaces, like, so it opens up this sacred space to really open up the spirit and really allow spirit to come in. Heard this phrase where you always want to create a space where angels would want to dwell, and that's both spiritually and just in the physical. So meditation and breathing and just really opening yourself up creates a place where angels feel comfortable dwelling in. Part of recentering too really brings you into the present moment, and present moment is really where God exists, where God lives, because everything else is just an illusion. You have the past is always creating all this regret and depression, and the future is creating all this anxiety. So coming back to that present, back to that peaceful moment, and that's where God wants to always meet you and wants to be with you, because God is peace, God is love, and He wants to meet you there. So before I go into the meditation, I just want to have everybody just relax, feet on the ground, or just find a comfortable spot and really just start relaxing your muscles and really check in with your breath. How are you breathing? Is it deep? Is it shallow? What is your breathing like right at this moment? It doesn't have to be any special type of breathing, just whatever really feels comfortable, really makes you feel like you're in your body in this present moment. And also, you just want to check in with every part of your body. Is there something that feels uncomfortable? Is there a part of your body that feels tight? Is there anything that needs to be addressed right now? Same thing with your thoughts. What is going on in your mind? Is there anything that needs to be addressed? Any discomfort? Anything ill at ease in your mind? Any place you feel discomfort, you're just going to ask it, what is this discomfort about? What is the discomfort telling you? What's the message? Take that message and then let it go. Any sensation that comes into your body or any thought that comes into your mind, acknowledge it and just let it pass. Don't hold on to it. Don't fixate onto it. And just let it go. In this meditation, I want to take you on a journey throughout time and through your various selves, various personalities, masks, and roles that you had in your life. When you feel ready, we'll go ahead and begin. Take one more deep breath. I want to start with the very, very first memory you've ever had in your lifetime. How old were you in this memory? What were you doing? How did you feel being in this incarnation, back on this earth? Was it a positive experience? Negative, confusing? What were your expectations coming into this world? What did you want to do with this lifetime? If you don't remember, that is just fine as well. Now check in with what did you need? What did you need from the world around you? What did you need from the caregivers that you had? And what did you need from yourself? Were those needs that you had at that time, were they met? Did you feel safe? Did you feel secure? Of those needs that you did feel like you did have, the needs that were met in that age, your very first memory, all those positive feelings, just imagine those feelings being here in the present, here and now, in your own body and your mind. Whatever safety, love, and acceptance you felt, just make sure you feel that right now, and just feel that right now in the moment. And whatever discomfort, whatever pain you felt, or the needs that were not met in that very first memory, try to recall those now. And whatever love and security and safety that you thought you weren't getting at that moment, send that love and safety and security to your very first memory. Send it to whatever age you were in that very first memory you had. This first memory, this is your first experience with this world, is very foundational into how you're interacting with yourself and in this world now. So the love and the safety that you send to that person at that age, it's going to have a ripple effect coming into your present moment, to how you feel about yourself now. Even if you were not physically safe, your soul is always safe. Your spirit is always safe. Just have that knowingness, and let it really send a healing energy right to that memory. Just take it in. Take in that feeling of love and safety. Then I want you to move further along the timeline to when you were a child. What's the first memory that comes up, just being a child? What do you associate with being a child? What were the feelings and the thoughts, the belief systems that you had when you were a kid? How did you feel being part of this world? Take notice of which memory did come up. Is it a positive memory? Is it a negative memory? Why do you think a positive or a negative memory came up? Just like with the first memory, your childhood really has a huge impact on how you feel about yourself these days, and how do you feel about yourself and how you interact with the world now. And just like with the last memory, going to see what were the positives that you had when you were a kid, and what were the happy moments, what were the joys and the successes and the fun times that you had, the innocence. Even people who had a challenging childhood, they have moments where there were pure joy, pure happiness, pure innocence. Find those moments now. Just remember them. Feel like you were there in those moments. Feel every feeling, sensation, just like you were actually there in those moments. And know that no matter what age you are right now, you could have all that joy and all that innocence that you experienced as a child. The idea of innocence being lost is our perception. Innocence is connected to the soul, and the soul cannot be damaged or lost. So that innocence you felt as a child, it is always there. It cannot be taken away by anything that happened or anybody else, including yourself. As you continue to breathe, you're just going to be breathing in all of that good stuff, all that fun, all that enjoyment you had just being free and being a kid. Now I want you to think of the negatives. If something is really intense happened, you don't need to go into too dark of a corner or too dark of a tunnel. But think of some of the negative things that happened when you were a kid, and the negative experiences, or what you perceive as negative. Somebody being mean to you, saying a harsh word, not giving the love that you wanted and needed at that time. Or realizing that the world you thought you were living in, the hopes and dreams you had as a kid, that seeing the cracks and seeing that maybe it's not the world that you're living in, not exactly as you expected or hoped. And just going to send love and peace and acceptance to your childhood self. Even give yourself a hug. Just really send all of that love to your child self. Children often see what the world truly should be instead of what the world is. They could see past the illusion. So just remember the truth of the world. The truth is that the world is supposed to be harmony, supposed to be love. Just let go of the rest. Just feel that past self just really be filled with light and this beautiful golden light, pure love. And let that love heal your present self retroactively. Even if you made mistakes as a kid, you did it in a place of trying to find that love. Even if you didn't look in the right directions or didn't do it the right way, you're always just trying to find the truth and trying to find the love. And just forgive yourself for anything that you might have done. Next, you're going to go to your teenage self. You're older now. You have more demands in your life, more expectations of what you should be. Having people tell you you need to plan for the future and create your future life and who you're going to be as an adult and for the rest of your life. All that pressure and expectation, all the pressure from people your age and people who are older than you. You're in the crossroads, not knowing where you're going to go, still not fully understanding where you've been yet. And just like with the previous two, just going to think of all the positive memories, all the fun things that you did, all the hopes and dreams that you had when you were a teenager. And also think, what did you want to do when you were older? What kind of person did you want to be when you were a teenager? How did you envision yourself as an adult living in a healthy, happy life? And of those hopes and dreams and the way that you envision yourself living your life and being happy, are you incorporating those things into your life now? Really feel the positive memories of being a teenager, as if you're really there. What's the joy, the freedom, time with friends? What are the things that you really enjoyed? Really take in all those feelings of fun and freedom and enjoyment of your life, and really take it into your life now. Just like when you were a kid, no matter what your age is now, you could always have that joy, have that youth and innocence, no matter what your age is, and no matter what has happened in your life and what you've done. Then next you're going to think about your negative experiences. What were the negative experiences you had as a teenager? Hurt feelings, any kind of betrayal, any criticism, either from other people or from yourself? Any pressure from yourself or from others that was unduly put onto you? Any expectations that was unduly put onto you? Whatever does not feel right for you, just let it fall away like an ill-fitting outfit. Just let it fall away and just really feel comfortable in your own skin, in your own thoughts, in your own soul. What really feels good for you in terms of what you want to do with your life, the person that you want to be. And just let everything else fall away. And just like with the previous two, you're just going to send healing energy to all those negative places, all those feelings of hurt and betrayal. All those times where you felt like everything was so intense and so dire. Know that you lived and you survived. You learned from it, you grew from it, and you became a stronger person. And you realize what is healthy and what's true and what feels like peace, what feels like love for you. This is really where that develops. If something does not resonate with you, you do not need to hold on to it. If somebody's expectations of you does not feel right, you do not need to meet that expectation. Just let it go. Just hold yourself, your past self, just hold yourself in your arms and just imagine that healing energy, that golden light. Just allow it to seep into every part of your younger self, your heart, your mind, your body. Just let it go to everything and just let it create a healing balm over everything. Clear out all those negative thoughts and experiences. And let that healing retroactively heal you now. Be part of your present, be part of your story. And as we grow up, sometimes belief systems we had when we were younger that we created in ourselves, sometimes they don't feel right for us anymore. And you're just gonna say thank you to those belief systems. Thank you for the role that they played in your life at that moment. But then say goodbye because you don't need them anymore. And you're ready to move on to something that does feel right for you now. I'm going to go once more just to your adult life. People are at various ages at this moment. So whatever positive memories you had as an adult, just let those come to your mind now. Really take note of who you are as an adult in those memories. Who are you? Who do you hang out with? Who do you spend time with? What do you do with your free time? What are you doing for a career, in friendships? Does this feel like it's in alignment with you? Do you see how your past, those other memories, how do those other memories really create the person that you are right now? Just think about all those positive memories. Think about how time slows down when you're going through something, doing something really amazing, something you really love. Know that this is the truth. This is what's really true in this world. You're never meant to feel separate or alone or unloved. Those positive memories you had as an adult. This is halfway to heaven, the happy dream. Just really breathe this in, really take these in, feel these memories as strongly as possible, as if they're really happening, as if you're really back in that time period, back in that moment, as you're experiencing it. Time ultimately is an illusion, so we are experiencing all of these age groups, all these times, all these experiences all at the same time. But we can choose how we perceive this world, we can perceive how we live. Depending on how many years you had in your adulthood, you might have many of these memories. And if a lot of positive memories aren't coming up, ask yourself why. Because even in people who had challenging adulthoods, there is love and there is positive and there are good things that happen. But the ego, our minds, that they just want to tell you that it's only been bad. Know that there has been good. And if there's something blocking you from remembering those good memories, just imagining it dispersing, just like smoke. Just imagine it dispersing right now and clearing the way for those positive memories to come back in. Another moment with those. Also really take in, what did you learn about yourself in those positive moments? What is it that makes you feel loved and accepted and safe? And make sure you have all those things in your life in every instance. Even when you're going through something that's not as positive, just have that be your foundation, that love and peace. Because that is who you truly are, and it's always present even when you don't realize it's there. And now I want you to recall some of the negative memories you had as an adult, or what you perceive as negative. This could be a death of a loved one, could be a betrayal, a loss of a job. How did those things make you feel about yourself, about your life? How did it feel in your body, in your mind? Take a moment to ask, are those messages that you got, those perceptions you got from those negative experiences, are they really true? Are they in alignment with who you are? Take a moment to really look at those feelings, those thoughts from an outside perspective. And also recall your childhood self and your teenage self and your first memory. Are the thoughts and the feelings that you have in those negative memories as an adult, would those be things that you would want your childhood self or your teenage self to feel? And just with the previous ones, just give yourself a hug, give your past self a hug, and let yourself really send that healing energy, that golden light, that light of God. Just let that healing energy just go everywhere, mind, soul, body. Everywhere you feel like that hurt is, just let it disperse that hurt, that pain, and fill it in with something better, something that's real, and something that's true, something that's love and peace. Let that person that you wanted to be when you were aware of your innocence, let that person be here in that past, those past experiences, that past self. See yourself with the eyes of innocence. Let yourself feel that pain, but just let it melt out, and just let it melt away, and really just keep refilling it with that love and that golden light, and just let it really just be replaced with something that's real and something that's of spirit and not of this world of the ego. Just keep holding your past self and letting that healing take place. You could be the love that you didn't get at that moment. It could be the safety that you didn't get at that moment. Be that for yourself and let that healing retroactively come into your life now. Just remember all those good memories from all the past childhood, teenager years, and also your very, very first memory. All those positives are always with you. As I start to come to a close, I want you to think of any roles or any patterns or belief systems that you could recall that this no longer fits you anymore. See how those make you feel inside in your body, inside your mind and your soul. How do those make you feel? And if the feeling of peace or harmony or anything that's of God, of the moment, of the positive, make sure that just let those go. Say thank you for the role that you played in my life and all the things that you taught me, that you're no longer needed. And any place that you healed, anything that you let go or release today, just continue filling back up. What do you want to feel instead of the feeling that you released? You want to feel joy instead of sadness, or peace instead of chaos. Replace whatever you released with what you'd rather feel. Start breathing back into your body. Start feeling the sensation of being back in this room. Back into the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you feel ready, you're going to slowly open up your eyes again. And just want to stretch. Stretch out your legs. Feel the chair beneath you and feel every sensation in your body. I should not have rubbed up against my microphone. All right. Okay. Whatever positive you got from this meditation, just take it throughout your day and into your week. Whatever did not resonate with you, just go ahead and leave it here, and just take only what did resonate with you. And thanks so much for being here.